Good evening, folksicles. It is 9 o'clock UK time, Sunday night, which can mean only one thing. Mad ramblings from me, a bit of terrain, some brews. Now you know the drill. I can see comments there, you can see comments there. We have got 73 watching, not bad. That'll drop now I've started talking. Okay, and you know the drill. So, if you want to shout out, say hi in the comments. Now, as you're saying hi in the comments, yeah, the Google Doc is open. Link is in the description. If you have any terrain questions for our terrain panel section, yeah, get them in there. Kylie's saying hello. Mr. Marsh, Andref Makarek, Sean can do that. Fran, Graham, Sign Over, Linz, Mark, Red Green, Mr. FMK, CK, Ellie, Sam, Andrew, Christian, Rolf, Fred, Warboss, Sean, William, Peter. Ely 2000 in fact. Speaking phone? I'm talking to the speaking phone. One day we're going to get the speaking clock on here. Okay, I see it. Mark, Gary, James, Sammy. My first live on your channel. Welcome aboard, Sammy. Good luck. Joanna. I hope I didn't butcher that. Easy G, Pagan Shedhead. Like that name. Screen Mel. What do you mean screen Mel? What have I done? It is working. We can't see you. Yes, you can. I know you can see me. How do I know? Because I am monitoring this. Just let me check. Yes, you can see me. You liar. You try to cheat the Mel. Lost me comments now because of you. There they are. Ooh. Right. I can see. Yeah, there's loads. Loads. Hi Mel from Minute North Dakota Stateside. Hello Gerard. Jean Emmanuel. That's easier. Jean Emmanuel. I can do that one. Right. So, how are we? How are we all? Have we had a good week? Mel's been a busy bee. Oh, now you're noticing the slow movings of the Mel. Yeah, this is because Mel's been quite busy with video editing and that sort of stuff. And the technical stuff, yeah? I'm actually really chuffed because I've actually got 2 monitors now. And I can see the screen really clearly, even from back here. It's great. Yeah? But anyway, I was sitting there that long that what happened was I got up to go shout at the kids. Yeah? And my leg was dead. So I fell over and I've banged my entire side. Yeah, it right hurts. Have you seen the new futsal, new Rome stuff? Yes. Scenery, taste buds watering. Not excessively. Ooh. We need to fix that focus, don't we? Yeah, give me a sec. I can do this. Where's work from control? Focus. That should be done. Alright, fingers crossed. Probably won't do. Right, new to train building. Love the great advice you provide and have put to good use, making a few scatter pieces. Can't wait to start a bigger piece. Hey, just don't do too big. Yeah? Or is that just me? I have a tendency when I want to make terrain is I start small and it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then I end up with huge stuff that I can't really use because it's that big. Even insane? Now, just so you know the drill, guys, yeah, it's quite simple. If you have a terrain related question, because I commonly miss the comments, yeah, you need to get them in the Google Doc that's in the description. Now, also in the description, the links to the Patreon, yeah, if you like this channel and want to support it, and also to the tips jar, which is PayPal. Yeah, so I click the phone because I haven't even looked. Nothing is yet. That's cool. No one missed. Get those off. Why does your phone always have a voicemail? I can never clear the voicemail. Doesn't matter how many times I check it. Always there. And you can't swipe it. Oh, Making Nurgle Renegade Knight. Already build the scythe, and when I get time, I'll start the green stuff. That's a lot of green stuff work. Don't worry, Mel. Planning it step by step, video by video. That's tactical thinking, that is, mate. M-Zone, welcome back. Uber Clayton, hello, dude. And Jez. Felhate. Yeah. I see Jace doing his normal thing. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Oh. Yeah. We can ban Bestie's promotional links, I think, from this show. Especially if he's having a Black Friday sale. Always be wary of what the links Westy sends you. Mal, there was a thing on Channel 4 before featured your Chindits. Was there really? I will have to have a nose at that. Certainly is, Andrew. Certainly is. Oh! Down random. Oh, I'll tell you what, I've really banged it. Now, you may notice it is a much calmer start, and it sort of caught me off guard, to be truthful. Yeah? Because the children aren't here, but we've got them roughly at bath time, so they're both upstairs sorting themselves out. Oh, it's not good, you know. It's not good at all. Oh. Pikachu saying, new Necromunda looks disappointingly flat. Doesn't compare to the old box set for Terrain. Now, I've seen it. Isn't it just a couple of, like, walls? That sort of thing. Have you seen the new chainmail stamp from Green Stuff World? Looks interesting. I haven't seen that one, no. I don't do much chainmail, to be truthful. I can see why it'd be useful, you know what I mean, as a stamp. Because, I mean, if you want to add chainmail armour, you can just roll it out on a bit of green stuff and cut it with a blade and layer it on. Looks like Space Hulk. Yeah. Without that many bulkheads. Rub some Japanese mint oil on it. You'll be alright. I'm thinking a hot bath afterwards. I know a hot bath isn't what you're supposed to have after a trauma. But it always makes you feel better. Not much terrain, but the models look great. You see, I have a bit of a thing for Necromunda. Yeah, because it was right at my time when I was a kid. You know what I mean? And so, I've done myself up. Oh God, yeah. Oh, right. I'm just hoping that's muscle and not a bit of bone floating. No, I'd be in a lot more pain if it was bone. What you like? Oh, Mella's going to have to get comfortable, I think. Have you seen the brick mould from Linker? God, yeah. I used to have them when I was a kid. My mum got them for me when I was about, I think it was about 13. Massive set of Linker moulds. Do you know what? I had one dotting around for years, just on my desk and around my desk. Just a standard brick pattern wall. I think I threw it out. Don't tell anyone you that as we get older, we don't bounce well, we break and bruise. Do you know what the real irony of it was? Yeah, obviously I'd gone to the door, I'd turned around, I'd shouted up to the kids, yeah, I'd turned back round, gone to step, and I immediately knew, yeah, that wasn't safe. And I did this quick glance around and realised that there's nothing, yeah, to sort of grab hold of. At the same time, I looked at where I was going to drop. And this is just in the first sort of fraction of a second. I'm not sure if it's like a military skill or a parenting skill to be able to monitor acute things very quickly. And I very quickly assessed that. One, there was no way I could stop myself from falling. Secondly, I looked down and it's like, yeah, that's going to hurt. I'm not landing on anything soft. There's nothing to break my fall except for like a chair or the legs of a chair that ain't going to be comfortable. Yeah. And I can remember as I fell. Yeah. And I'm going to lose my monetarization for this one. I went, oh. Literally, I just... Yeah. And it was said in such an old man way. You know, like it was just the acceptance. I wasn't trying to save myself. You know what I mean? There was no desperate grab for something that wasn't there. Or no desperate sort of like throw my arms out. Just a fall of this old man. Come on, focus on me. Focus on me. Focus on me. Yeah. Don't focus on me. It's a good camera, isn't it? Mel's grunts are illegal. Sorry, guys. No power roll then. No, not. It was just a poof. 1 minute I was standing. Yeah. Half a second later, I'd accepted my fate that I was about to hit the floor, and then a second later, I hit the floor. Boom! All in slow motion. Oh, Rudy, what did you miss? Ooh! Gary, that does not sound well. Reopened a wound on your back does not sound well. Oi Mel. Oi Mel. Is your go-to material for sculpting bark, etc. on Arctis still milliput? Well, you see, that would be a terrain question, is it? I could answer it now, you know, but then people would get confused. Throw it in the Google Doc, mate. I'll answer it in a minute. Power rolls are the only rolls Mel's allowed, because they're the ones with... only rolls I'm allowed are the ones with sausage rolls in them. Only in nativity scenes, mate. Miley Coyote? No. Got to see the dentist. Ooh, red green. I like the industrial train from GW, but it's really expensive to get enough on a table. It is. Yeah. I think one of the problems, and it's not just GW terrain, with terrain, industrial terrain kits and that sort of stuff, we expect our industrial terrain to be sort of very built up, lots of elements, yeah, pipes, containers, you know, all that sort of stuff. And I think that leaves the actual amount of physical terrain, yeah, on a table. It's a lot more than if you went to like a green field. Do you know what I mean? You watched The Punisher? No, not yet. You were shouting medic. Sure. No. I did have the concerned family reaction. Kez actually got up and came in, and I'm lying on the floor down there. Yeah, even Corbin came down from the bathroom to check on me. I just felt old. Then I got up and stumbled around and grumpily swore for a bit. Speaking of moulds, will you use Hersart's moulds for Castle Mel? Nope. And that's a terrain question, but no. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about doing on the castle build. Yeah? And I'll pick your brains on this. Okay? I'm not going to start with the castle build. But I'm thinking for what you call it, for the big special builds, I'm going to put them initially behind Patreon. Okay, now I don't normally do exclusive content, and I've been umming and ahhing about this quite a long time. Yeah? And it's like, I need a way to reward my patrons and that sort of stuff. Yeah, and obviously PayPal has links and that sort of stuff, but and encourage more. But I fundamentally believe that everything I should do shouldn't go behind a paywall. So, bit of a quandary there. And I thought, well, actually, as I do the project, yeah, it could come out on Patreon. Then a little while later, you know, when either the project's complete or a certain period of time has gone by, yeah, it goes on general release. So everyone gets it. It's just the patrons get it earlier. What do you think? Most of you will go, no, bad idea, no. Patrons will be like, yeah. You make it a castle? I hope so. I hope so. I want to make something awesome. I did exactly the same when I fell out of the shower. 28. It happens. It took me... I'll tell you what it was. It wasn't the fact that I fell. I fall occasionally. We all do. We trip over things and that sort of stuff. Yeah. It was the fact. It was just the acceptance of the fall. It was just like. No, Andrew, I won't get one of the kids to video it next time for a laugh for you. Kind of saying that would get him subscribing to Patreon. I think it's a good idea, Mel. At least first two. It's a bit iffy discussing these things on the channel. I still don't have access to the other Patreon vids yet. Andrew, what do you call it? Message me on Patreon, mate. Yeah, I think it makes sense to give Patreon members quicker. I think it's a good idea. Paywall isn't a bad thing. Hello, and? Just remember, falls under the #1 cause of death among seniors. Oh, I thought that was a Patreon comment. I'm like, damn, death? I'm only talking about putting my videos behind Patreon for a couple of weeks before you lot get them. You know, early release sort of thing for the patrons. But damn, death among seniors. Dude, I may have to colour change this, you know, because I'm looking a bit ghostly white in the colour balance. As a patron, yes, but there may be bits that can also make it vids if it is something very specific. There may be bits that can also be made into vids if it is something very specific. Oh yeah, what I'm thinking is obviously there'll be tutorials and stuff like that. You see, what I'm actually thinking is, yeah, one of my biggest problems with projects is that every time I try and do a project, things get in the way, they become gaps, and people who come along and watch it put on the public channel, they watch it and then there isn't an update and they're asking me where the updates and that sort of stuff is. Yeah? And then time goes by and then I'll start it again and that sort of stuff. And it gets a bit irregular. Yeah? And you all know that. I know that. We've done this long enough to know that, you know. Mel's projects are never simple. Yeah? Life gets in the way of Mel a lot. Yeah? Look at me. Life gets in the way. So anyway, with that in mind, if I'm putting bits out on Patreon, okay, then the patrons are getting a bonus, and then once it's coming towards completion, I'm thinking like doing a run, like a, you know, a build week with a video every night. You know what I mean? Yeah, because technically the patrons have already supported that video when it first came out, so when it gets released and how many videos a month doesn't really matter, you know, from that sort of point of view. Okay, so I could do a build week with everyone getting the final video at the same time going public. Oh, Gary, that does not sound good. Good idea, Mel, with the cast and patron plan. I'm afraid I'm too broke to afford patron. No, that's all right, Martin. I understand that. I've been there, trust me. But I wouldn't want to miss out on the castle build altogether. Well, no. I mean, fundamentally, all my videos I do are for the community. You know, my patrons support that project. You know, you PayPal us support that project. Yeah, so I'm fundamentally against the idea of patrons having the only views on the videos. That's not what I'm about. Okay? Just early access. So I wouldn't worry about if you're not a patron, I'm going to be missing vids. You're not going to be missing vids. You'll be getting them slightly later, that's all. First 30 minutes on YouTube, second half on Patreon. Rudy, I appreciate what you're saying, but even I'm not that cutthroat. I don't like cliffhangers. I don't like that sort of stuff. I like, here's the information. You know what I mean? I think if you start saying luring people in, I mean, think about the kids that can't sign up to Patreon. That isn't fair on them. I mean, we get a lot of kids watching this channel. We have them in the chat occasionally. You know what I mean? Yeah, and the idea that there's no way they can sign up for Patreon, then me giving them a bit of a video and saying, here's the rest, the second half. I might do teasers, like this is what's going on the build and a couple of pictures, you know, but 1 month? Jace, you're a sadist. Why, what's Jace said? I think 1 month early access, personally. Yes, girlfriend just came in, it's beer o'clock. Nice one, Anthony. In general, I would agree to this idea, except that you have a few kids watching now. Good morning, down under. Good morning, Pete. Greetings from New England. Morning, afternoon, evening, Chip. Dude. Yeah, well, you might get it. I've been there. I'm not far off. So, I really do not think it's fair. do not expect something for the patron other than the video produced. I'm not sure what you mean there. A torture, I say. If you make vids that have elements of the castle build involved in a tutorial, that would work as sort of sneak peeks into the grander project and probably attract more pay. Yeah, if there's individual tutorials and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying the vloggy style. You know, when we did that little documentary as I was improving the video editing, quite enjoying that vlogging style. And as such, I like including a bit more into that vid, and I'm still messing with it. I'm always messing. Really like your video on last rubbing alcohol. Cheers, buddy. Got no money, so here's the blessing from Jesus. Thank you, Warboss. Evening chip. I think YouTube is 80 to 90% users under 12. Users is big. My channel stats sort of put the majority of my users sort of post 20s, so 20s to 60s. Yeah, with 35% being female. I say do it on Patreon, then 2 weeks later on YouTube, and if tutorials, do them on YouTube. Yeah. For the next fundraiser, we can have a go for the dance-a-thon. You can't stop dancing until the funds are raised. No chance, Rudy. Vlogging. Vlogging? I thought it was pound. Vlog. Vlog. I don't know how to pronounce things how I like to pronounce them. Hey, Dave. Look at the stats. What about the stats? Ooh, hello 100 people. Hello from Germany. We used to live in Bedford and Landrake, Southwest. Start watching in a few weeks. Been still busy catching up with all the awesome knowledge you share with us. Thank you. It's what I'm here for. Right. Have we had any PayPalers? Any tips? None whatsoever. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? Remember, guys, if you do tip via the PayPal and what you call it, Patreon links during the show, yeah, you do get your name on the screen. Right. I think we are 24 minutes in. Are we ready? Shall we see how we're doing on the questions front? I've got 11 questions so far. It's not a bad start. So, shall we do some questions? Ah, right, Andrew, I get you now. If you do the patron thing, we'll still get a peek now and then. On the Thursday show. Yeah, I mean, it'll be in the studio, and if I'm working on it. Tip, do not eat yellow snow. Cheers for the tip, Rudy. Cheers, Peter, I appreciate it. Right. Oh, I have done something proper, you know. I don't know what that means, Pagan, but I'm not reading it out. Signed up to Patreon. Thanks for everything. Thank you, Graham. Thank you very much. Oh, I don't know if I get emails about it or notifications on that anymore. I don't know how it works. Don't even know where my PayPal is. There it is. Right, definitely no, we haven't missed anyone, thank God for that. Right, shall we crack on? Oh! Bob Ross Pool.
Just shout up to the kid, tell them it's bedtime, and remind them that you're right.
Are they going to need to come down for drinks? Here, we'll hold questions. If you've got a terrain question, get it in that Google Doc link now. Yeah, you've got a minute or two.
I'll switch off and down for a drink and remember
Kids! Yeah, it's bedtime now. Switch off. Come down and get your drinks.
Close, please.
Remember, I'm live. Corbin, do you hear me? kids, it's bedtime. There you go, Kez. Cheers, Jace. Cheers, thanks very much. Oh, now I need to make an orc with a snow base. And his name Smell. It's oh, surreal. That's an epic idea. Ah. Oh, but can orcs spell their names? Well, it's glyphs, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, Postdoc. Kez?
Yeah?
What munchies have we got?
I can't see on top of the cupboard, so I have no idea.
You got a chair, haven't you?
Are you trying to kill me? There's a boost bar.
If you buy the kettle, can you switch that on? Oh.
There's Twixies, but I can't reach them.
Reach.
I can't reach them.
I'll stand on the counter. How is it the kids can reach him, but you can't?
They can climb around. I took them like monkeys.
He's sending the kids climbing up. That's if they come down.
Yeah, there he is.
Munchies, share. No, I'm not going to share. Here we go.
Hey guys.
Hello. Yeah. That's it. That's the squeezes. That's the loves. No, you'll notice how she forced me across the screen there.
Oh no, just trying to get you wet.
RTK. What does that mean? Totally wrecked or something. Boy, come on. Oh, suddenly it's Willow's show. No, she's been quite calm. Eat with Mel. I've got a bit ravenous. Yeah, we've got 14 responses so far. Now, I know one of those is a test one from me. So 13 questions. If you've got any terrain questions, as soon as the kids are sorted, we'll jump into them. That was very professional, wasn't it? She heard something about cakes. They're my cakes. You can run, but you can't hide. Very true. Did you see my hair curler fire brazier? Very nice, Rudy. Very nice indeed. I know the struggle. I have 5 little ones. Oh, Gerald. The Corbin. Who knows where the Corbin is? Hey to Willow, hey to Corbin. Is Corbin winning the race he's driving in? Yeah, I'm wondering that. You see, normally what I'd do is I'd do an internet call and I'd reset the router. Yeah, and I'd take the hit, but I'm streaming live, and so I can't take that hit. Although I wonder if I can log into the admin panel and switch Wi-Fi off. Excuse me, folks. Corbin! You taking the mic now, lad? Right. Alright then. Your mum will be up to tuck you in a second. He says he doesn't want anything. Your mum says get in bed, mate. Good night, God bless. Were you on my bed? I'll tell you what, this house. Now, all we have to wait for now is the Willow to go that way. Yeah? Mel, what's the funding target this week, mate? We did Teddy Bear Fur, didn't we? I don't know. I haven't given it a thought, to be truthful. See, that's what fools do for you. Oh. I don't know. Why not an arbitrary figure of 1 mil? You don't need to turn the Wi-Fi off. You can just put a can over the aerial of the router. Is that right? That's handy. I think Kat and I finished funding the teddy bear fur last week. You certainly did. Thank you very much. Just signing in. You okay, Mel? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. We have had a couple of PayPalers. But Kat wasn't on the screen as a hero. We'll get Kat on the screen. Right. We have Rudy. Let's get Rudy on the screen. I've got clicking to do. That one. Drag that over to there. Let's get Rudy on the screen. Thank you, Rudy. He's PayPal'd in. And Adam sent a nugget to get the ball rolling. Thank you, Adam. And we've got to get Kat on because she missed the show last night. There we go. Oh. Target 2 packets of Jazzles. Jazzles are lovely. Jazzles are absolutely lovely. Oh, is that another one? No, we've done that one. We're good. There you are. Right. Torrin saying, Mel, thanks for your awesome videos. Patron for a few weeks now. Nice one, buddy. Nice one. Oh. Come on, Wilsey. She's taking her time, isn't she? I want to get stuck into these questions. Where Tamsin, Westy and Gregory are. I don't know real, but... Okay, what's a jazzle? A jazzle? They're like little chocolate buttons made out of white chocolate with like hundreds and thousands embedded in them. Are we not putting last week's stream heroes? We are. We've got a post-it note somewhere. Where is that post-it note? There. There it is. Let's get these guys on. Because they deserve to be on, don't they? This autofocus is doing my head in. We will have to correct that. Right. We've got George from last week. Thank you, George. It's not posthumously. That's if he's dead, isn't it? Yeah, we've got Kyle. We've got Rob. We've got Adam. We've got Kev. We've got Marco. Roger. James. And Jace. There you go. And we are enabling scroll. I love when they start scrolling, but there we go. Acknowledged and duties paid. Jazzles are the UK snow caps. Yeah, wherever snow caps are. Torrin saying, working on Jungle here. Can't seem to find it in your BB videos. Watch them a ton. Do you clean the plastic plants in some way before gluing and washing them? Very rarely, mate. If I notice that, you know, they're a bit dirty and they've been stored in a warehouse or something like that, but generally I just throw them straight down. James is in. Hi Mel, thanks. Have you saved me from I'm a Celebrity, which is on again now? Oh, I'm a Celebrity's on. Do you know what? First couple of seasons was okay, but they're really scraping the barrel now. Do you know what I mean? And it's getting so... Oh. Are you doing a live stream from A&E later? No, dude. No. Although, the ache. I'll live. I'll live. I want Jammy Dodgers to watch the show. Jammy. Kaz! Don't know what they're doing. This is longer than it takes Willow to get a drink and a biscuit for bed. Right. I think what we should do... Okay. Alicia comes.
You're going to have to put a towel on your pillow, Will.
There is one
Come on. Yes, yes. Can I have a second?
I just like being with Daddy. There's this vlogger all the
Thank you. Say hi, YouTube.
Hello.
Say good night, YouTube.
Good morning, YouTube.
Actually, that will apply to some of them.
Night night, baby.
Wait, why
No.
Please.
No.
I couldn't
No,
get a
I said
biscuit.
it's bedtime.
It's bedtime.
I couldn't get a biscuit. There's no.
Right. First, what you need to understand is Willow goes to drama classes. Yeah. So none of this works, does it?
No, I actually didn't get a biscuit.
No. Well, even so, you're not having a Twix. Not now.
Why not? Half?
No, it's bedtime. You're not having chocolate before bedtime.
I know.
Because I say so, and I'm your dad. Hey, right, eyes on dad. Eyes on dad. Screen time's over, Missy. Come here, give me a love.
More screen time. But guess what, Dad? See that face there?
Yeah.
I can make that face equal.
No, can't.
With the hat. I found it. And Dad's going to wear it for the entire rest of the live show. You can look normal again.
Look normal again, Willow. Hello, folks. It's the hat.
Bye.
Thanks, Willow. Love you. No, God bless you, darling.
Don't take that hat off all the live show. I'll be watching it.
No, you won't. You'll be going to bed, young lady. I am the law. I am the law in this household. Until Kez tells me I'm not the law. Right. Hat is becoming... Yes, it is. Finally, Mel looks normal. I'm sure you're talking about that. There's a bit of latency in the feed there, isn't there, mate? Mel, you look like Jamiroquai. Yeah, building for the first time, no habits established yet. That's a good place to be. It covers the shiny head. Cheers, Rudy. No, I like that hat. I don't care. I can't take him seriously with that hat. You're not supposed to take me seriously with that hat, mate. I mean, you're not supposed to take me that serious anyway. You know what I mean? Right, we have 15 responses. Oh, what have I done? Right. And a Twix. And a brewing coming. Thank you for looking after the cripple. Really? You won't bring it to... What did you... I'm live on YouTube. Do you know what you just called me?
A div.
A div.
A div.
Oh, that's all right then.
Did you tell them what you did?
Yeah. Allow Mel to fortitude himself. Fortitude? Fortify? James is asking, what hobby stuff of your own have you had a chance to work on this week, Mel? Mainly playing with bits of Test of Honor. All primed up. Ready for painting. Are you sure Willow didn't trip you up to steal the show? No, definitely not Willow. I know this because it was a genuine fall. Yeah, as in, I really fell just on my own. Right. Shall we do some questions and answers, yeah? So, you know the drill. We have questions, I read the questions, I'll give my opinion. Yeah, and you guys in the comments jump in, yeah, and share yours, yeah? Mel, when is the Test of Honor event? I think it's March, mate. Right. Anthony is asking, okay, plastic formed, vat formed containers, the containers from biscuit packets and chocolate boxes, etc. What's the best way to strengthen them so we can use them as terrain, and any hints on how to get paint to adhere to them? Okay, 2 questions there. The first one is how to strengthen them. Now the problem is those containers tend to be weak plastic. Generally, there's 2 ways of doing it, or 2 ways I do. You've got filling them with expanding foam, which can firm them up, or alternatively is layering papier-mâché on the inside, yeah, and that will stiffen them up. Now, with regards to getting paint on them, to be honest, it can be quite challenging because that the plastic is very smooth. You can give them a bit of a sand, yeah, and apply paint with a brush, like normal household stuff. I generally find that spray paints work best on them, yeah. Have we got anyone in the comments on that one? Anyone's commenting on that? Fill them with concrete. Plaster works well to strengthen them. PVA balsa strips for strength. I can see that working in some cases. Sanding and base paint with spray. Yeah, that's what I do. Right, so let's move on. Let's have another one. Okay, next question. Okay, that's oh, you should make something. Yuri's asking, are you going to have a tutorial for making rivers, especially modular rivers, something you can arrange in different configurations? Yeah. I think we're going to be rolling into a lot of water stuff come New Year, guys, to be perfectly honest. Or I plan to. Oh, the responses are going up. Okay. Taluin is asking, how would you design a larger base for a Winter Plains themed army? That sounds more like a model basing sort of suggestion. You're looking at tundra, aren't you? Tundra and then snow. It really depends on what you've based the rest of your army on. With regards to basing and terrain elements, it's really challenging to put... Some bases need terrain elements, but I think a lot of the time it doesn't work with bases. You know, I've never been a fan of that building that monster is perched on as it moves round. You know, I've never been a fan of anything like that. So I'm not sure how to answer that one. Right, let's have another one. Next one. James C is asking, wanting to 12-inch by 12-inch Martin Bailey. You think it'd be better with plaster or foam or patch? Plaster or foam and patch material? I go with foam and patch material. You'd be able to shape it better, mate. And it's what you call it. I'm assuming you're talking about using plaster for the actual groundworks on a 12 by 12. I mean, 12 by 12 isn't that big. You know, foot by foot isn't that big. So I'm thinking lower scale. Yeah, foam and patch material for that. Right, next question. Right, Lynn's asking, new to terrain building, got some Christmas village stuff, flock, moss, rocks, snow, trees. Is it any good for wargaming terrain? Certainly is. It certainly is. When it comes to wargaming terrain, the one thing that you've got to watch about the sort of Christmassy supplies is a lot of the trees and that sort of stuff are a little bit glossy and a little bit sparkly sometimes. Yeah, hitting them with a spray matte varnish really knocks that back and can really improve them. But yeah, as a basis, Wargames Christmas village stuff, and you know, it's quite usable. We often use things like supplies from aquarium shops and that sort of stuff. Right, questions are coming in thick and fast. Let's go. M-Zone's asking, do you know of any upcoming wargaming terrain shows or event that might be good to visit? Well, I mean, obviously it depends where in the world you are. Yeah, if you're in the UK, Salute is always a good show, to be perfectly honest. After that, when it comes to tables and terrain, if you're going just for the terrain, It's getting a bit poor on the ground, to be truthful. Yeah, Hammerhead is supposed to be good. Yeah, that's in March. We never make Hammerhead. The problem with Hammerhead is it's on Kez's birthday typically. Yeah, and so it's a difficult one for us to make. Right. There is... Do a Google search for Wargames event calendar. Yeah, and they're all listed in there, to be truthful. Questions are coming in thick and fast. Really thick and fast. Scally is asking, just started watching your basic tutorial videos. Where's the best place to get cheap polystyrene for doing your scenic scatter stuff? I only have the stuff that falls to bits into little balls when I try to cut it. Also, where's the best place to get foam board? Right, okay, this is a supplies in the UK question. Now, obviously, there's recycling centres and there's scavenging and all that sort of stuff. The white polystyrene isn't that bad, to be truthful, mate. Yeah, you can go to B&Q and they sell black expanded bobbly polystyrene. That's quite good. If you're looking for the actual high density stuff, then you got to look at Panel Systems to buy in bulk. If you're looking for single sheets, that sort of thing, then you want to be looking at Hindley's online craft store. Hindley's online craft store. And I think also there's a new startup called bluefoam.co.uk. And I think they're selling small offcuts. Yeah, same with foam board. Foam board would be Hindley's online craft store, or The Range, or any decent art supply store. It's called Mountain Board, okay, in the art store. Right. Right, a lava question from Joanna. How could you make a piece of land with lava and look very realistic lava? Depends what sort of lava you want, mate. Do you want really hot flowing lava? Do you want the settled lava? Do you want the overlapping lava? I mean, if you're doing lava streams down from like a volcano source, then hot glue tends to be the way to go. If you're doing, if you're doing lava streams, I'd seriously consider putting a bit of water and thinning down a bit of acrylic filler and doing with those, based off my recent experiments with them. I think you get some decent effects like that. I mean, with regards to painting guides, there's loads of different ways of painting lava with OSL and that sort of stuff. There's some great references on the terrainiacs group. The link is in the description. I just PayPal'd you £5 to you, dude, so you can get some biscuits for the kids. Dude, that's epic. Yeah, we're good. The kids have got biscuits though, thank you. I might get some more. Cat, I wouldn't be still here. Listen, let's be clear. If there's going to be a mass banning, I'm banning myself first, because I don't need that grief. I like a simple life. Shall we get on with the questions? Right. Question 11 from our cat. Yeah. Have you heard much about the new group that I was thinking something about the train group? I haven't, Duck. I haven't. Don't tend to do groups. Tend to stick to my own thing, to be perfectly honest. Carl's asking, how do you make scale snowmen? Milliput, mate. Milliput or green stuff. Roll a couple of balls, a couple of little twigs. Anton's asking, if you were to do a post-apocalyptic board, what kind of elements would you have on it? I think post-apocalyptic tends to suggest, we're talking, I always think about it pretty much a bit between 40k and Terminator. You know what I mean? The future in Terminator. You know, post-nuclear war, lots of ruins, lots of rubble piles. Yeah. So a lot of those elements. Yeah. You see, the thing about post-apocalyptic is it's not a setting in itself. It's a style of a setting. So you could have post-apocalyptic medieval. You know, after a medieval apocalypse. Or you could have post-apocalyptic, you know, far future 40k. You know? And so when it comes down to what do you have on a post-apocalyptic board, what you got to basically say is, well, what would I have on the first board before the apocalypse? And then basically ruin them. Andrew's saying fallen skyscrapers. Sorry, William's saying fallen skyscrapers. Yeah, Andrew's saying post-apoc ruined roads, slums, buildings in ruins, boarded up doors and windows. Plenty of bones, Andrew. Trees, yeah, trees could work. Right, next question. Catching up. Okay, Hanno. Yeah. Saw some glue for foam board, but I'm wondering if it's any good or will ordinary PVA suffice. PVA will be fine, man. Yeah, simple as. You want to be careful with some super glues on foam board. They can actually melt the foam. Yeah, and it leaves you with these gaps that you've then got to fill. Yeah, PVA is the best one. I mean, you've got to remember, PVA will soak into the foam board, and when I've tested it in the past, just simple PVA, yeah, if you try and separate it, the material will fail before the glue does. Yeah, so go with PVA. Fluff's asking, yeah, are there any guideline measurements for trees and buildings when working in 1/32 scale? When it comes down to these sort of things, I always sort of take the stance of it's down to what looks right to you. You see, trees, and when we talk scale, trees can be bloody big things. I mean, really big, like 100 metres high. Yeah? And at 32 scale, that's still 3 metres. Okay? And so, when it comes down to trees and natural things, I think what you've got to do is, at any scale, look at what fits and looks good. Okay? Because the truth is, they can be any size because of nature. Okay? And generally, trees done in proper scale, they tend to be big affairs on the wargaming table, and they can be quite cumbersome and get in the way. I've got to run early tonight, take care, and all have a look after yourself, Jace. And thank you, buddy. Right, just after he's done that shout, we will do a check for PayPal, because I did see that some people had sent some stuff, so we should, and then we'll carry on with the questions. We've got a PayPal, and we've got a £5 from Darren. Thank you, buddy. Let's get Darren on the screen, eh? Remember, guys, it's probably the last shout out for this, but if you'd like to support the stream, you're enjoying the question and answers, and you're getting your answers, or just enjoying it. I can't believe I'm trying to make a pitch for this whilst eating it like a Twix. Professional as always, guys. But this is your last chance to just send a tip by PayPal. Yeah, if you do, we'll get your name on the screen, give you a little shout out, and we'll take it from there. So, will you guys get your final questions in? I'll add our Darren to the screen. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Massive shout out in the comments for you. There we go. Trees can be big, and in Middle Earth they can get up and walk around, changing the wargame dynamic. Left or right? No single Twixes, not double packet. Went to the local garden centre today, picked up 21 small trees for £15. Nice. 3 different sizes, perfect for a winter board. We'll take that for a win any day, buddy. Right, let's get back to these questions, shall we? Buddy's asking, on ceiling, terrain or buildings, can you use a spray glue with 50-50 PVA water, or what is the best way? Right, when it comes to ceiling terrain, if it's buildings and hard surfaces, you want to spray varnish, okay? A matte varnish. I typically use automotive varnishes. If it's flock and foliage and groundworks, you want spray PVA. Okay, I generally work somewhere around about 1:4, 1:6 ratio, depending what I'm sealing. Yeah, how many applications I'm doing. Quite often, I often use, when I'm doing boards and that sort of stuff, I'll use an airbrush for laying it down. So for me, it's not about a blanket coat. I can put a light coat where I need a light coat, and you know, I can hit it heavy where I need to hit it heavy. If there's some areas I really need to firm up, I inject, you know, the solution straight into them. Yeah. So that's the best way as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned. How novel of me. Lord Morbius is asking, what's the best snow in winter forests, fields, etc. for wargames terrain? What makes the best snow? Ooh, this is a challenging one. You see, there's 3 different camps, shall we say. You've got the bicarbonate guys. Got bicarbonate soda. That's it, isn't it? Bicarb? Yeah. The issue is sometimes you can get yellowing with that. Now you can mix it with acrylic paint and that sort of stuff. Okay, you can mix it with acrylic filler. And there's lots of different things you can do on that side. The other side is like the plastic filings. Okay, that's what the snow flock from Woodland Scenics is. It's very, very tiny bits of plastic. And you can do much the same with that. You can go from anything from PVA to mixing it with acrylic filler to paint and all sorts. Yeah, and then you've got a very fine flock. Yeah, and flock works well as well. But once again, you're mixing. I genuinely don't know if I have a major preference, to be perfectly honest. It's been a long time since I've done much snow stuff. It's been a couple of years, in fact. Gerald saying crushed glass. Yeah, I've got some of that in the studio. It works well. Mix it with Mod Podge. Makes great ice. Could sawdust mixed with white be used for snow, or does that not give the look effect? Depends how fine the sawdust is, to be truthful. I mean, the thing about snow is what you want is you want a white, bulky substance. Calm down. Pagan Shredhead is saying, I like the snow flock the most, looks best in my opinion. Hey, Tanya. The Frostgrave board you made was awesome. Yeah, that was flock, wasn't it? Static grass, 1mm static grass, mixed with acrylic filler and. Cat's saying I mostly work in haunted houses, leprechaun dwellings, and hobbit stuff. Yeah. I can't thank the folks in the group enough for all the hints, tips, and help and techniques that I've learned from your terrain building. The group's great like that. Snow flock mixed with white paint and gloss varnish. Yeah, I can see that. Light dusting with the white spray can airbrush can be used for frost or light snow look. Yeah, I've done that. I did that on the frost grade board. That's how we handled the general snow look to the buildings before I applied the thick parts across the ramparts and that sort of stuff. Flex stone or some other stone finish paint in white for snow. There's an idea. I've got some textured sprays, but I never thought about the white one for snow. A white Walker army would be insane, wouldn't it just? We did that for the salute board. We did what? And when is the last time the D-Day board saw daylight? Don't you have it stored away? No, not at all. The D-Day board's here up in Southport. Gets played on all the time. If you don't have snot, buy carb soda. Yeah, okay, shit, a nerd. I'm sure there is, Cat. Miko saying he's used army paint as snow effect, but it feels a bit too granular in his opinion. I haven't seen that one. So which one is it you have hidden away? Right. I think we'll move on from snow questions, don't you? Okay. The Nerd Shack is asking, how can I make cityscapes and futuristic buildings? That's an easy one to answer, mate. Go check out the phone board playlist. Yeah, there's tons of phone board tutorials in there. Yeah, you'll be able to adapt those to making your own buildings easily. James is asking, any tips for making medieval flaming torches? I'm directing Robin Hood for the youth theatre group I run in January. Oh, so you're not talking about small ones, you're talking about proper ones. Plastic bottles wrapped with, what, should we go with tissue paper? Orange, red and yellow tissue paper in strands and pour a torch inside, perhaps? I reckon that would work. What do you reckon? I mean, I know it's a youth group, but can't you give them real torches? You know, could that be fun? Or is that against theatre rules? No worries, no Jack. You should send us some photos of people playing on it. I see photos of people playing on it all the time, mate. Yeah. Wargames posts them up. They get posted in the Bolt Action Forum because that's what it gets used for. I was thinking of modifying your smoke marker idea for the torches. Yeah, that could work. I can see that working on top of the bottles. We also have fire regulations to consider, dude. Make them small torches. Alright, let's crack on with another question. Kill Team Wah! Any tips for making an Axis and Allies board? Actually, it's not that hard. Go and have a look at the videos from the, what was it? Building the Fable Realms? That was the one I did for Foreground, wasn't it? It's in the projects playlist from the channel homepage, mate. Yeah? And I built a fantasy map there. So you could apply that and easily do an Axis and Allies board. That'd be a great one, wouldn't it? Cat's got a good idea on the torch. Fabric store nearby? Go ask for their fabric tubes. That'd work. I like that. I'm getting distracted by the Twixes. Right. Hanno's asking, have you experience made with the rolling pins from Green Stuff World? Would you recommend those, or are there other ones? They're good things. We've got a video on them in the urban playlist. Yeah, where we use them to roll out cobblestone on foam and stuff like that. They work. They're good. You can make your own. Yeah, we made just a general stone texturing one out of rolling round, crinkled up tinfoil. Yeah. One quick note: if you're going to start talking about what you call it, the rolling pins from Green Stuff World, understand there's a load more rolling pins available. Yeah, they're from cake making. You want decorating rolling pins or icing rolling pins. Do a quick search on those on eBay and Amazon. You'd be surprised the textures. You can get all sorts of brick textures and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so it's not just Green Stuff World. So I'm a celebrity. I have a scale model of the camp on the desk and decor at. I'm still not watching it. Next question. Nerdtrack's asking, may I ask how to make futuristic buildings? We've answered this one, haven't we? Yeah, we have. I can't even read that one from you, Eddie Gaming. Martin the Warrior's asking, what type of scenery would you have on a desert board? Right. Okay. Rocks, waddies, dry riverbeds, paths, dirt tracks. How deserty are we going? Do you want to go for an oasis and sand dunes? Or are we going for the rocky sort of mesas? Well, the mesas are actually rock formations on. Well, they're not the geological formation. Well, actually, it's a geological formation. The plateau. There's only, I think there is only actually one mesa. It's a name of a rock plateau, but the style of it, I think, other rock plateaus get called mesas. I think. Lots of sand, red, green says. I'm right. James, catch you later. Cacti or palms? True. Scrub, bones, bleach tufts? Yeah. Cats doubled in with the what you call it, bleach bone carcasses? Yep. Rudy said palm tree shop. I'm having a Twix for that. Oh. Latest James. Flash floods. Yeah. Big brown muddy flash floods. Aussie desert is scrub, tussocks and cracked earth, red soil through to bare sand. Lots of stuff. Right. Next question. Eddie Gaming's asking, do you need grit or will you do fine with just static grass on your scatter pieces? You don't need grit. Okay, so after you've textured it, you can base coat it and go straight for the static grass or straight for the scatter. I do think grit helps toughen it up, and I do think when it comes to having paths and making it more realistic, yeah, having patches of grit and dirt and that sort of stuff does help. Yeah, but it's not a deal breaker, you know what I mean? You don't need it. Right, moving on. Someone called Hi Mel. That's a good start. Yeah. First time with an airbrush tonight. Any tips? Realise it's not easy until it is. Okay? I know that sounds strange, but I discovered that I didn't realise how much time you have to put into learning to use an airbrush. Yeah? Especially for terrain. The moment you get away from using just the standard paints and the standard formation, you know, the airbrush paints, once you start moving into airbrushing with other paints and stuff like that, it presents a lot of new challenges. Above all, thin your paints. Really, just keep thinning them. Nice one, Matt. But yeah, when it comes to airbrushing, be quite challenging, but just go with it, you know. You'll get a feel of it but before long. Yeah, I watched a lot of videos on airbrushing, a lot of YouTube tutorials, and I've never done a proper airbrushing tutorial. I've done little bits of, you know, mixing paints and just some basic stuff. Yeah, as it applies to terrain making, because I've done enough of that to know it. Yeah, but general airbrushing, I still don't think I'm a competent airbrusher. Right, shall we? Technically, this is our last question coming up. Robbie is asking, what is the next dream project? Well, actually, that's a good question to wrap it up with. Yeah, tell you what. How do I switch it off? I don't know how to switch it off now. There we go. We have closed the form. The form is closed. Oh. Next dream project. To be truthful, okay, it's likely to be something oriental. And it's not a dream project, it's just the next one I want to build. Mel's looking a bit pale to me today, or is that just me? No, it's the colour balance on the video. I'm not joking. Here, watch. We'll go a bit redder, yeah? Maybe knock it down a bit. Like there. That look healthy or a bit red? There you are, that's a bit more healthy, isn't it? See, simples. It's Alien Mel, clone. Yeah, see. Oh, what? Now you've decided it's bedtime, you're coming down for your biscuits. Oh, you can give me all the loves you want, boy. Your bedtime was ages ago, and you're not asleep. No. Go see your mother. Kaz, check his pockets. I reckon he's nicked a couple of Twixes. Next target, studio light setup. I do need some better lights. I mean, I'm quite chuffed. I mean, I'd say this picture's quite good on here, and if we switch over to Deskcam, I've even improved this one. No, from what it was, it's still only a 720 camera. Really, I need another 1080 camera. Yeah, but not a Logitech one, because then the camera controllers clash, because that one's a Logitech one. So there we are, there's my next funding target. Yeah, there you are. I can actually do that. There we are. Let's whack that back up. So, next funding target. Yeah, there you are. It is, I think they're about £90. If we say around 100, there you are. I know I can get them for that. Yeah, HD cam. Cam 4. And desk cam. And then you can see what I'm working on in high definition. So there you are. Right, now we have had donations today. Yeah, how many donations have we had? Did you have a look at the radio microphones I suggested to you, Mel? I did, Gary, I did. My concern with the radio microphones is the battery usage. Yeah. Whenever I get kit and that sort of stuff. Good night, God bless, son. Love you. Just go to bed.
Have a candle. And have a second one. Happy birthday.
Oh, come on. Go lie down. Good night, God bless, son.
Dad. Can I have one Twix?
No, you're not having it, Twix. Good night, God bless. I don't care if you're banging on the door. Go to bed, Corbin. You're not having a Twix.
Corb, you're not having no more chocolate before bed. Good night. Love you. Corb, just go to bed, please.
Come on. And that's the stairs. Oh. So yes, HD cam. So the idea being that when I switch to the HD cam, yeah, you'll be able to see what I'm building on. Now this is important because I want to start doing more live shows from home. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I struggle with doing the live shows from the studio because it's in the evening. Yeah, and I'm normally at home then. If I was doing them in the day, it'd be a lot easier. Yeah, but it, you know, it is where I am at. And so I've been looking at different ways of doing terrain from home. Now I've got a couple of projects to work on at home. Yeah, because me and Corbin are getting into Test of Honour. Yeah, so, as for a target, yeah, desk cam. Now I think we've raised a mighty £12 tonight. Yeah, so we've got to keep it on what you call it. So that is what we need. We are 88 from target. There you go. So at least we have a target now. Like I say, with the build, is Corb doing his own models? Yes, he is. There's some interesting model in there. Now we know what happened to the missing Twix. Indeed. If you did live shows during the day, I wouldn't have to wake up so early. I'm not against the idea of doing live shows early. I just didn't think anyone would be around to watch them. See, when I think timing, I often think, well, if I did them in the day, yeah, most of the Brits are at work and most of the Americans are asleep. And I think The Australians are as well. You and Core bought to stream live builds and painting. Yeah, that's the plan. I'd watch during the day and the weekend. Problem with me at the weekend is typically I'm at home, and in the house it's a bit chaotic during the day to live stream. Now, does your daughter Willow also do this sort of hobby? Oh yeah. Yeah, Willow's got her models. She paints. Robbie's saying I should use an airbrush to base and pre-shade the models. It would be a good chance to improve and master airbrush. I do use my airbrush quite a bit, but you know, a lot of my stuff tends to be larger. He means the boss has him doing chores at the weekend. Yeah, very much so. Weekends are about family jobs, they're about going out, it's family time. Yeah, I mean, I already put in, you've got to understand that typically I get to see the kids for a couple of hours while they're bumming around during the day, between sort of like, you know, picking them up from school and them going to bed, and then I'm working most of the time. I mean, I've spent a lot of time lately, learning video editing, improving things and all that sort of stuff. Mel, you should add a local time display to the show. Why, Joe? Bless you, Kez. Time to learn some Java. Good luck, Rudy. Good luck. We're only 8 hours ahead, so a midday show would be perfect. Okay. Why is Kez sneezing so much? She's got a bit of a cold. She flued up. Clock on wall, local, New York, PA and others. Am I that international that I need those clocks on the wall now? No, it's just generally I work in the studio, you know, during the day when the kids are at school and that sort of stuff. So I'm thinking if I want to do more live shows, yeah, I want to do it from home. And not just that, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, running off the laptop in the studio, the quality isn't brilliant. You know, the studio live setup isn't brilliant at all. I've realised that since I've had this new computer and, you know, we've played around with it and this sort of stuff. And the shows are a lot better now in quality. When you're in the studio, why not just fire up a live stream and let people drop in? It can be a bit challenging, to be truthful, Miko. Yeah, it sounds easy just to tune it in, but because I'm recording at the same time, yeah, often the assets used for a live show would be in use for making a video. And so I have to do one or the other quite a lot of the time. I can record little bits, but as I'm improving the audio, I've started capturing the audio on the computer. Yeah, so that complicates things. But we missed the asking you questions as you're working on it. I'm not against it, and I'm still going to do studio sessions, you know. You know, I'm soldier on and all that sort of stuff, but I would like to, at some point, properly improve live streaming from the studio. So it is a lot easier. I mean, coming on live now is so much better. Mel, you are the best wargame terrain maker on YouTube. Well, thank you, dude. Outtakes. I don't have that many outtakes. Oh, question. Go on then. How did you manage terrain storage when you had to use your house? Dude, I had to get a studio. I built shelving in the kitchen. I filled pretty much every room in the house had some terrain in it somewhere. Oh. It can be challenging. If you're talking about making terrain as well, yeah. I think what you need is dedicated space, and I think you need a very sympathetic partner. To be perfectly honest, mate, if you're making any sort of terrain in any sort of real volume. Right, what are we on? Right, we're on 28 minutes past, so we are coming up to our hour and a half. Any last questions before we wrap this up? Amalgo soothes his aching bones. Oh, they banged it good. So why not put a goal up for a new laptop, say 700 nuggets instead of that webcam for now? It seems a bit cheeky, to be truthful. I mean, I'll be honest with you, you guys have only just massively upped my video production. Yeah, and it just seems cheeky turning around and saying, right, I want another, you know, stonking laptop or something. So, you know, that's why I didn't have a goal for this show. There were a couple of things I needed last show, you know what I mean? Like, I needed to order that teddy bear fur. And, you know, that's pretty typically how we handle, you know, materials and goods and that sort of stuff. We do it through the live shows and the PayPalers. Yeah, but it was like, that's why I didn't really have a target for this show, because I didn't want to be, right, we're on this next big thing. So what you're saying, Mel, is that you need a small computer just for streaming. Next goal after cam. It is the problem is it's not just a small computer, because it will need another set of cameras and that sort of stuff. Yeah. How to make explosions? That's in the Let's Make Mate. You'll see that in there. Question: will you ever do large battle terrain again? What do you mean by large battle terrain, mate? I've got an awesome set of that turned out to be 8-foot long trench works. Beautiful. I mean, yeah, proper beautiful. Ever considered getting a Discord live chat server? Don't even know what it is, mate. What is it? What's the benefits? Why would I want to have one? I've noticed, yeah, because I've adjusted the colours and I'm wearing quite a dark navy, dark blue. I'm becoming the floating head, aren't I? What if I can run? Hello, I'm the floating head. That's epic. I love that. Professionalism to the end. Look at that. I'm just floating. Come on, it's the end of the show. We might as well have a giggle. Now, the important thing is Mel doesn't fall off his chair now. Keep the questions coming. There's a floating head. Nah, it doesn't really work with this. It's like those animatronics, isn't it? You know, those black screen things, because you can't see my hands. Just keep them under some... That's that one. Stop dicking about. There we go. And I wonder where the kid gets it. Sod it. Mel's new target, 2,500 for everything he needs. Discord is mainly used for gaming. Right, okay. I decided to create the Bear Liberation Front. We plan on picketing Mel outside Spodeworks when he's butchered poor innocent defenceless teddy bears. Not really. I didn't butcher him. Tanya, rug on floor, bed, dresser, sitting chair. What? That's an offer. I'm pretty sure someone just offered me nude photos. No, that's alright. That nude wasn't the word. You have a favourite movie, Channel 4 series, use inspiration? Who has? Mate, Discord would be easier than streaming during the day, as it doesn't need cameras, so you could record and still answer people's questions and chat at the same time. What you mean? No, mate. The problem with that is in chatting is I have to be really careful with the Facebook group and that sort of stuff. That could be a right time sink. You know, there's one thing about having a live stream and being set up where I can just click, go live, and then, you know, as I'm working, you know, occasionally look up and just speak. Yeah, when it comes to typing and that sort of stuff, I have an idea for a video. Make a German World War II machine gun bunker like the ones they used on the beaches of Normandy. They're in the Let's Make playlist, mate. That is awesome. Where did you get it? I got it off my daughter. Damn, it's Max Headroom. That's it. Right, I think I'm going to call it. You should just have Jace read comments out loud for studio time. He does when he's in the studio with me, when he joins me on a Thursday night. Hello, Mrs. Right, shall we call it? I think we should call it. Oh, thank you tonight all to my streams, heroes. Yeah, those who have donated last show and those that have donated this show. Yeah, towards the HD cam. We'll leave the laptop. Let's not. Discord is voice, not typing. Is that right? Oh, maybe interested. Right, we've got Rudy, Adam, Kat, George, Kyle, Rob, Adam, Kev, Marco, Roger, James, Dan, Jace, Darren, and Darren. There we go. Thank you, guys. Listen, thanks for an awesome show. Hope you're enjoying the question and answer segment. I'm enjoying it, I must admit. Yeah, and I'll see you soon, guys, yeah? All the best. Ta-ra.